Ladies and gentlemen, take a look at this beautiful dish. This is a shish kebab dish. Now, I'm going to tell you how to do a beautiful marinade and how to fix these things up the right way. And I guarantee you, you're going to be making the best shish kebabs in town when I'm done with you. Check this out, you're going to love it. Hey everyone, welcome back to Texas Cooking Today. On this episode, we're making shish kebabs. Shish kebabs are delicious, mouth-watering delicious. I have a marinade for red meat that is absolutely gonna knock your socks off. You're gonna like this, it's delicious. And it blends perfectly with the flavor of beef. Plus, we're gonna smoke it on the grill. I'm gonna teach you how to take a gas grill also and use it to smoke with. Now, if you got charcoal, fine, you're already set up. But a lot of people don't know you can get the flavor of charcoal on a gas grill. And I'm gonna teach you how to do that in this show. So I'll tell you what, come over this way. Let me show you these fantastic ingredients that we have, and let's get busy making shish kebabs. Come on over, guys. All right, guys, this is shish kebab time. First thing, before we get into the ingredients, let's talk about skewering these things, okay? Now, I have some metal skewers here. I want to mention something. When it comes to making shish kebabs and buying skewers, what do you look for? Don't go out finding some beautiful skewer that has a nice wooden handle on it, carved handle or something, because that handle's going to get messed up, okay? These things get put in direct heat inside of the grill, and so they kind of go through their own little version of hell. Don't spend too much money, but what you're looking for is a flat blade, not a round one. Round blades, the food spins on. That is so irritating. Flat blade, they're much less likely to. You want it to be a good rigid blade too. Also a good point that slides through easily, and something on the end that helps you to grab a hold of it easily. This I can grab with tongs, lift and turn very easily, and it's very handy. This handle can get red hot, it won't hurt it, it doesn't matter. You can use the inexpensive bamboo or wood skewers that you throw away, that works too, but a lot of those, remember, they're round, so when you skewer, use two at the same time so your meat won't spin around on the skewers. And when I say two at a time, I mean like about, a ½ inch apart. That way nothing is spinning on a single axis. Our ingredients, first of all, the meat over here, guys. Now, I've got this beautiful cut of chuck right down here. Let's get a nice close-up on that. Now, our meat, that chuck, is inexpensive. This is easy to find. This is just a simple chuck roast. Got a couple of pounds of it here. I'm going to trim out this fat and cube it up into big chunks, and then we're going to take those big chunks and marinate them. So you'll know you don't have to spend a lot of money on your meat. This one I chose was a choice cut. Now, as far as the marinade goes, really nice little ingredients we have here. Some pineapple juice. You're going to want 1 cup of pineapple juice. Red wine. I'm using Merlot. You can use any kind you want. Just make sure it tastes good, okay? Nice and fruity. So I've got a fruity Merlot here, ½ a cup. 1/2 of a cup of soy sauce, and 1/4 of a cup of horseradish sauce. This is a cream of horseradish, so it's nice and smooth, and it mixes in well and marinates. On the garlic, I'm going to use 4 cloves of that, and I'm not going to go through a lot of processing. I'm just going to smash them and throw them in with the mix. The oils will release from that and will work wonders in this marinade. And then a little bit of salt. Now, when it comes to salt, you might be thinking, wow, that's got a lot of salt in that soy sauce. The salt in marinating has nothing to do with salting the meat. If you want the meat salted, then once you've removed the meat from the marinade and it's been kind of dried off, you need to lightly salt it at that point. The thing of it is that most of the salt's going to dissolve in the liquids, yes. However, they are still a crystalline product. It's a mineral, guys, and the outside of the meat is too dense to allow the salt through. So what the salt actually does is it makes the liquids that we're using heavy. When the liquids become heavy, they are more prone to push into the meat because they are heavier than the liquid in the meat. So that's what we're going for with the salt. We're going to use anywhere from 2 to 4 teaspoons of salt, in addition, of course, to what's already in that soy sauce. Normally, if you were salting food, that's just too much. But in marinating, the rules change just a little bit than what they are when it comes to spicing foods. Now let's get busy cutting up this meat and make our marinade. Okay guys, let's get into cutting up our meat for these shish kebabs. Now let's get on to our marinade. When it comes to what kind of a bowl, guys, do not use metal. Now look, I love my stainless steel bowls, I really do. They're fantastic. But the truth be told, when it comes to marinating, you're dealing with acidic liquids and you don't want to mix metal and acids, okay? So let's keep marinades like this in glass, ceramic, or plastic. Okay guys, let's get on with doing the marinade part of this. This is easy enough. All I have to do is just combine all of my ingredients with the meat. First, 1 cup pineapple juice. Now let's give it a more fruitiness to it. Let's add some of that processed grape juice, also known as wine. Bam, there we go. Now the wine and that pineapple, they combine so beautifully into this fruity combination. And if you'll notice here, they're layering. That wine is lighter, it's up on top. So we're going to have to sit there and mix these things together. Before we get to that though, we have soy sauce. 1/2 cup of soy. We're going to want a little bit of heat, something to add some zest to that marinade. And horseradish is perfect for that. Horseradish is commonly served with beef. It's a flavor associated with it. Salt, as I mentioned before, you're going to want 1, 2, I'm going to put 3 teaspoons in there. Now let's break into that garlic. And so you'll know, when it comes to marinades and garlic, you don't have to kill yourself here because you're not keeping the garlic in the dish. It's only flavoring it. So all we have to do is just crush it. I use the side of a knife for that. And we'll throw it right in there. I don't remove the scab. You actually wouldn't have to remove the paper, but I just think it's kind of nasty and in the way in there. I'm just going to mix all of this together. At this point, I'm just going to cover this and put it in my refrigerator and let it marinate. I'm going to pull it out about every 30 or 45 minutes maybe and give it a stir. And this allows everything to marinate evenly, so you get that juice all around all of it. Then, after a few hours, we can skewer it up. We're going to smoke it up on our grill, and it's going to be delicious. And remember, on that grill, I'm going to teach you some special techniques for smoking with gas if you have a gas grill. It's going to be a real cool lesson, something you need to check out. So let's give this some time, and we'll move right into the next segment. Well, guys, it's now time to do our smoking, okay? I'm going to teach you how to prepare that grill. But I told you, you can take a gas grill and get the flavor of charcoal out of it. And this is really simple. We're going to use a smoker's tray, okay? And this is an item that you purchase for your gas grill, often separate. It usually doesn't come with it. And it's simply a tray that's designed to hold either charcoal or wood, and it has a cover on it to control too much flare-ups. It releases lots of smoke. You get the same flavor as cooking over charcoal. Okay guys, we're out here with my grill. Now, this is old, it's been around for a while, been using it for years. This is a stainless steel smoker's tray. Sometimes these come as cast iron also. The idea is you put your wood or your charcoal right down in this, and it will smolder without actually breaking out into flames. And it'll release that smoke up into your grill. All you have to do is cook closed covered. So you see, I can put charcoal in here. I can put wood in here. Now, when I'm cooking with a smoker's tray, I like to load it. Put our smoker tray together. There we go. It's loaded and ready. So you simply sit it on top of it, in the back, or over to the side. Okay, like so. I can use it top grate just like that. I prefer myself to put it under the grate. I do this because I have enough space. Okay folks, it looks like our meat is ready. It's been a couple of hours now. I've already lit the grill and it is already starting to get smoky out there. Now what happens here, guys, the onion, the flavor of the onion cooks up into that meat and it is delicious, exquisitely delicious. Now that's a mighty heavy skewer already. So I'm going to put another piece of onion on that outside. Wham. Good. Doesn't have to be perfect. Remember, you can go meat to meat. That works fine also, just an all meat skewer. Any way you prefer to do it, just hook it up and make it happen, guys. Okay, guys, look at that. We have skewers that are now ready to hit the grill all together. Oh, yummy. All right, guys, let's get this set up in our grill. 1, 2, and last but not least, some chilies. Let's let them cook up, and in a little bit I want to turn them over. It's going to take about 4 to 5 minutes to cook on this. I'll turn it, and in that I'll get about a nice medium on those. On these, if these start to get too hot, all I have to do is move them to my upper rack. I'm going to set this at a medium temperature and let it go. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you what, when it comes to shish kebabs, that is the way to go right there. Talk about delicious. Everything built into one. Pull this down just a little. I'm going to pull off some of that in meat. Oh yes. I'm making a bit of a mess here. And you remember when I said about 4 to 5 minutes and you're going to have a nice medium. And looky here, folks. This is what we call a nice medium. Nice and pink in the middle. Not medium rare, medium. Had that been any more, it would have been medium well. Any less, it would have been a nice medium rare. I'll get a little bite here. This is this fantastic, sophisticated flavor. And strong, robust. And the flavor of the smoke. A slight, just very slight sweetness from those juices from the wine and from the pineapple juice, yet made robust and savory from the soy sauce and that wonderful horseradish. Folks, this is delicious. They're tender, they're delicious, and done from an inexpensive cut. We have a lovely meal here. This is a meal fit for a king, and you folks are gonna love it. I would like to say thank you very, very much for watching my show, guys. And to my subscribers, thank you very much. Folks, if you haven't subscribed, well, please do. I've got great stuff coming out all the time. I'm going to be releasing most of the time on Thursdays. Every once in a while, I might spring a special item on you here and there. But it should be Thursdays. Fresh recipes all of the time, great techniques, stuff you haven't seen everywhere else. If you would, please give me a thumbs up. I love comments, and folks, if you would, also have a good day. Bye-bye.